Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is feeling well. And today is Saturday. It's going to be an extremely easy day. All right. So let's check this video out for today, shall we? Yes. Keeping all your electronics clean. Social media apps needs to be clean. All your electronic devices needs to be cleaned as soon as possible. Okay, always figure that out. Okay, so if you have people, uh, I mean, if you have unknown people, in your contacts, make sure you need to delete their contacts and their phone number. Okay, there's a they were too many evil people who kept sending me, threat text messages. I don't have no choice but to delete them. Not just that, but also I'm blocking them. Okay, so blocking, what really means is that when you block someone that no longer exists, all right, which means you're not gonna have any access anymore. Okay, I gotta tell you, access have been denied. All right, simply put. Okay, because if you have even though if you have access that you already knew in this type of environment, yes, it's a great way to have contact with each other. Okay, because despite after what happened with this toxicity going on, you've already blocked someone from WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. All right, because sometimes these social media apps that you got on, not just that, but the other social media apps, I have already deleted it. Okay, and it was no use for me to be using the other apps, because it does not fit to you, talking to other people that you do not personally know. Okay, so which means that your access have been completely denied. All right, and another thing is this. So don't let nobody just keep texting you different numbers, because you broke these rules. Okay, because Because let me tell you, you know, I was truly, I mean, I was way too disgusted, you know, sending me, you know, these inappropriate messages that you have not given me any respect to me this lately. Okay, so you're not gonna have any access to that anymore. Okay, there's no way for you to be logging in. And I gotta ask you a question. What do you really need me for? Are you looking for me? Nope. Nope. Because you don't even know me, you know? How, I mean, you have been putting yourself into a dangerous situation here and there, you know? All right? Because I got to tell you, man, make sure you need to keep all your contacts, okay? Delete them, delete it immediately, okay? And I mean to say this, okay? You know, I was too tired, you know, wasting my time on you, okay? You need to learn how to get on with your life, y'all, okay? Because things are not going to be the same without you, y'all, okay? So, even though I didn't have no choice but to block these toxic people, you know, and I'm not here to talk about the money. I'm just talking about, you know, keeping all your electronic devices clean, y'all. Okay. So we want to be in this type of situation here. Okay. So and I'm really sorry for what I did, okay? But this is the best way for me to block some of you, okay? Because I want to keep it clean, you know? Keeping your phone clean, make sure everything needs to be safely back in order, okay? So I will not tolerate that anymore. All right? Because like I told y'all, okay? I've been putting, I have been putting myself painfully, fighting for you guys, and they cannot be able to, get themselves right. Okay? So, for my old app as Telegram, yes, it's denied too. Okay? The Line app, yes, it's denied. It's denied. All of it, all of these access, it's completely denied. Okay? So here's what's gonna happen the very next day. Okay? Try try to get to know people better. Okay? Try to get to know a little bit better, so you can try to add more people in the future, so you can know people in this type of environment. Okay, so you will have access to them and able to log in, okay, and that's the real part, and this is real life, y'all. Okay, so you got to understand. Okay, there's real people like you who have access to that. Okay, school, let me tell you, I know it seems hard to, when you don't find someone. I wouldn't say not just finding somebody, but finding, someone, on social media. It's great that you knew this person. Okay, and they have already remembered you. Okay, so, and yeah, talk about, the interest, all right, because let me tell you, okay, if you see that whatever you do not know that person, block them. Okay, because I'm really proud of, let me tell you, because I'm really proud of you, for doing the right thing. And it's really, because it's really hard for you to meet someone here all over the world, because they have no access, logging in, finding somebody that you cannot trust. Okay, and it's the best way for you to is like I say, delete the number. Okay, call someone that you already knew. Okay, if you already know the number, and you remembered someone, yes, it's the best time to call. Okay, just like I did. Okay, I know their number. Okay, I know their email. I know where they're coming from. Okay, so I always write a nice message to someone that I have missed them. I have not seen them in a long time. And yes, they always have access to log into their email, because we want to be in this type of environment. Okay, because let me tell you, keeping all your electronics clean environmentally, where you can find the most where you can find the most popular people that you are already been going through, after all these years, y'all. Okay, so do not be afraid to call somebody that you already knew. Okay, so as for these toxic people, access denied. Okay, so let me tell you, I'm really proud of you for for standing up for yourself. Okay, and there's no guarantee that that you did not have to get yourself into trouble. All right, you block that toxic person entirely for what you did. Okay, and I'm proud of you for that. Okay, because once their access is denied completely, which means then they're not, nobody is going to have access to log in anymore. Okay, so they must clean their phones first so they can keep their electronics clean. Okay, so you did the right thing 100% of the time. Okay, all right guys, that's it for today. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Comment down below. Keep it up. Okay, I just wanted to tell you this. Keeping contact with non-toxic family members, keeping an eye on the good friends you already have, and that's the best way to socialize. Even though you have not seen them in a long time, and I'm really glad you already remember. Yeah. All right, guys. So I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Take care of yourself. God bless you. Peace and love to everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see y'all next time. Thank you. Take care, y'all.